hello for me. Hi guys, this is Taylor from Tied Up with Strings. As you might have seen, we did not post on Sunday, and we will not be posting this coming Sunday. Emma is moving house, and because of that she has no time to edit, and because she is a sainted friend, she does all the editing, so I don't know how to do what she specifically does, so I will be doing my own kind of editing here because I'm going to be doing a WIP Parade. Now, for those of you in not the floss tube community, this is something that mostly floss tubers do, those who cross-stitch or embroider, because you'll show all of the things that are your works in progress. I think it's not new that every crafter has several works in progress at once. And I know there are going to be a few that I'm not considering works in progress because they're just at a standstill, need to save up until I can buy the next large ticket item kind of thing. So those I won't be considering. But today I'm going to be showing you all of my works in progress. So let's start off with one that I rarely do, but do take with me sometime, and that is my spinning. I'm currently working on a piece that I got from a friend at a fiber festival. I'm not very good, and I don't have time to do it as much as I used to. Like, I've done a couple other pieces that I had a lot more time for, and I have no idea how I found time for that because my life is not that different now. But I've got my spinning in here. There's not a whole lot of it. Hopefully I'll do it at some point, finish it at some point. Next is my cross-stitching. I'm working on this chart. Boop, don't want to show the chart too much, give it away because I did pay for it. It's Santa's Coming by Stitchrovia. I've got it in a project bag of my own making. Currently working on the village. I've got the village on this side all done, and then I've just got to finish this like cathedral kind of thing over here, and then I'll move up to work on Santa's reindeer, and then it should go pretty quick. But the village is kind of a slog. It's a lot of like slight shade differences, so it takes some time, and I haven't really worked on it since December because it was so, I needed a break from Christmas, really. I'll probably start working on that pretty soon here though as it warms up. It's 60 degrees today, which works out for my tank top aesthetic because I apparently hate sleeves, and I'm okay with it. Wow, that arm flab was a lot. Okay. Let's move on to sewing. I have a few more works in progress for sewing. I've got quilt tops that I'm not going to get out, that are just waiting for me to find their backing and go through the quilting process. But if requested, I would show them. I've also got a large stack of cloth pads that I'm working on. I just only work on them when I find time. So I've got like a lot of the light ones. Ooh, pardon me. A lot of the light ones that I just have to top stitch and then put the snaps on. And then for my regular ones, I've got to sew them together, turn them out, top stitch, and put the snaps on. So I've got stacks of those over there that are all ready to go when I find time or get bored with whatever else I'm sewing. So the next work in progress for sewing I have is this. This is the wedding ring quilt for Emma and Michael. This is just one arc that I put together. I have sets of two together, so I've got these two, and then these two all together. I need to be putting the arcs together. They do take time. I like to do one set in one go, and it takes like an hour at least to sew that together. So for this part here, it's gonna take an hour to put that together, and then another hour to put the other together. So I like to do it when I've got things to watch in the background on Nick's double computer, or double monitored computer. The next thing for sewing, and the last one I'm going to show you, is I am doing a quilt along with my mother, my lovely mommy, of the Lori Holt Vintage Christmas book. I don't approve of Lori Holt's business tactics and things. However, I do really like her designs. So it makes me really upset, but I didn't pay for the design, my mom did. So we are doing 5 blocks a month, and then this is our sort of chart. I made a checklist because I'm insane. I don't think my mom did that. But this is the first one for March that I've done. And then I've got January and February all here. They're very cute. They're 6-inch blocks, so sometimes the pieces you have to cut are insanely tiny, and you know, I think it's very possible for a beginner, but I think you should go slow, and also get your seam ripper ready because you will throw it out at some point. Okay, so let's move on to yarn. So in crochet world, obviously I've got my blanket that I'm constantly working on. That is not up here, that is downstairs. At least I think it is. I don't know. Anyway, I am working on these granny squares. They're all the same color. They're just like rotating what the center is. It's in the same order, but starts at a different point. Because I am going to be making a piano topper. Piano runner? Something to go on the top of my piano to protect it from all the stuff that we set on the piano. So, I'm working on these slowly but surely. Surely. She's a butt. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do to this, so we'll see. But next up are my carry around works in progress. These are the ones that I would consider the most active. These are my knitting projects. So I've got my Hermione's Everyday Socks in my Truly Scrumptious colorway. Available on catsockfibers.com. Links in the bio. Love this so much. The only problem is I have to slightly pay attention to it, and I have not been doing a lot of things where I can slightly pay attention and knit at the same time. So it's going slower than normal, because normally I would have this and 3 other socks done by now. Then last but not least is this little baby sweater, which has a bunch of markers hanging off of it because I need to know when I did certain things. It's adorable. It's in merino cashmere nylon. This is the flax light. So it's the fingering weight version of the flax. I'm knitting the 2nd size, so I don't remember what that is. I don't really think gauging if like the kid's not born or whatever matters. Like, I'm knitting these for future children. They'll fit in it when they fit in it. It doesn't really matter what the age thing is. As long as I'm not knitting doll sizes, I think I'm okay. The problem is that I would have had this finished a long time ago, because I flew through the body in like 2 days, and the one sleeve I did in a couple more days, but it was a lot longer to do because I'm really hating having to magic loop these tiny sleeves. And I don't have double pointed needles that would fit this, so it's really grinding my gears. I'm really not liking doing it. So for that reason, it is going extremely slow. I need to make myself sit down and do it, but I just haven't. So that's all that I have to show you. Those are my works in progress. It's quite a bit. Because I'm more of a multi-crafter than just a knitter or just a quilter, I get a lot more variety done, and I do get a lot done, but I also have a lot of things holding me back, because it's like, oh, I should be sitting and knitting when I'm working on quilting, or oh, I should be working on that stitching, but if I do that, I have to give up time that I'm working on these other projects. So it's a double-edged sword, you know. This is my main sewing focus right now. So I've really got to work on this. Because they're getting married in December and I have to get it to the quilter because I sure as heck I'm not going to quilt this myself. So, I do know that we will start posting soon, again on Sundays. Like I said, we should only miss 2 and then we'll be back. Emma she is vlogging her moving experience, so Emma will be posting something about that. I don't know if it's going to be after our return to the podcast or if it's going to be before that, but you'll be also seeing a little solo video of her. So I hope you've enjoyed this WIP Parade. I hope maybe it has encouraged you to get some of your works in progress out and take a look at them and say, oh hey, I still want to work on this, or no, I don't, and you want to pass the stash on to somebody who will finish it. It's weird that I don't have like a sign off. Where can you find me? Links down below. I'll see you. Bye.